jump, jump. Alright, so for this level, you start off in a prison cell, and it's designed to be a starting of a fantasy RPG. So you start off in a prison cell, and you don't exactly understand what's going on, and eventually a guard will come up to you, there will be a dialogue sequence, and then from there, you'll either be let out, or you will have to find your own way out. For this, we'll assume that I have to find my own way out. So there's a convenient hole in the ground, which is always fascinating, and that hole in the ground will lead to sewers. I don't have Unity Pro, so I can't build the water, but there will be water in the sewers, and it is important to pay attention to the flow, because the flow of the water will actually help you navigate. As you can see, the lights are very flickering, so it's difficult to kind of know exactly where you are at all times. There's multiple options, so we'll assume that the water brings us this way, and then once over here. And then notice that the elevation has a significant drop off. That's because the water all flows out to this area, and this can be one way to exit, and that will lead you into the world, and you'll just escape. But for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to go kill the king, because fuck that guy. Alright, so again, a significant drop, which eventually would lead us into this reservoir lake area, and this would be completely submerged. So you would swim up through here, and then that would lead into this area, which is a kitchen. As you can see, we have these nice soot black furnaces, and there would be combat in here, and this is probably where you would pick up your first weapon. So the first half of the level would be stealth, and then here you would pick up a weapon, and you would actually be able to arm yourself a little bit, you know, kill some guys, get some experience. In the dungeons, you might be able to find something. The flickering lights there are trying to simulate torches. And then we head up to the second floor, which is actually the ground floor. And then this area would be where guardsmen stay, so you would have to quietly sneak back through there to enter into the room that you were originally located in. As you can see, you've got the prison cells on the right and the left side, and that's the front door. You could leave out there, but again, we want vengeance. We want to kill the king that imprisoned us. This area is a choke point, so eventually you would get to, I would say, about... Oh, that's embarrassing. I would say you would get to, I would say about here, and then you would have enemies coming up from the bottom and enemies coming up from the top. So this is a really cool part of the level, I think, because the options for the player are so limited that, you know, it's strategically, it offers a challenge to the player. And then you would come up here, and then this would be the second floor where the king lord person stays, and then you would just jump onto his bed here and, you know, kill him, because again, we want vengeance. So overall, this level is designed to be a starting level for a fantasy RPG, and to give the player plenty of choice, give them an opportunity to get acclimated to the world, the controls, to grind a little bit and get some levels, and have some challenge without being so overbearing and off-putting that it turns the player off and the player doesn't want to play the game anymore, without railroading them. So, you know, we want our players to have free choice, but we don't want to railroad them, and I think that this level accomplishes that well.